Look at me. I'm fresh out the shower. Fresh out the shower, people. My husband's candy. Fuck's sake. Oh my gosh. I have worked so hard this morning. Let me fill Bubba. Nobody's joined yet. Hold on. Ah! Let me stop. I'm gonna tip you up on the bread. Hi guys! Oh, I gotta fill Bubba. I'm exhausted. Oh. Okay, that's enough ice. Son of a gun. What's everybody doing? Hi. Welcome to December 23rd, 2023. 23. Anybody's lucky numbers? Not mine, but good on you if it's your lucky numbers. So I have worked on this kitchen. Any of y'all ever clean stainless steel? Do you know what a workout it is? Any of y'all? To make it look like that? And like that? Look at me. I took the hottest shower known to man because every muscle hurts. Now I'll show you, I didn't do the dishwasher yet. I didn't do the dishwasher yet because the dishwasher was running. Now it's drying. But this is what oxidization looks like. It looks like streaks. It's weird. And there's nothing on there. It's just oxidized. So the method I use gets all the oxidation off. And then it looks beautiful like that. My sink I keep right up on. You have that? Okay, let me show you how. Get yourself a magic eraser. And you got to get a bar keeper. Get the cooktop cleaner. It's good for stainless steel too, by the way. Get the bar keeper's friend. Bar keeper's friend. This is what you need to buy. It's not cheap, but it lasts forever. And then you wet a, look at my hair. I'm fresh out of the shower. Just ignore my hair. Oh my God. I also put this up to just keep my pans and my coffee bean grinder and my smoothie maker and my kettle and my food processor. Yours turned black? Okay, here you go. So you're going to get a dry eraser. You're going to wet it. You got to shake the barkeeper's friend. You squirt some on there, and you got to do circles. The whole thing. It's like you're polishing a car, okay? The whole thing. Then rinse out your magic eraser. And then, do I need anything? And then go back over it and wipe it all off. Then you're going to take a paper towel or a shop towel, whatever you use in your kitchen. I use paper towel. Go over, wipe it all dry, then hit it with the Windex. You're welcome. It only took me 2.5 hours, but here we are. My God, everything hurts. Your arms, it's a workout. Like epic. It's an epic workout. Oh my God. But definitely do the circles, and you got to cover every bit of it. And then it dries. It's kind of like a white pasty look, so you can see it. Then rinse out your barkeeper's or your dry erase and go back over it. Get it all off. Then take a paper towel and dry it, then Windex it in sections. Don't Windex the whole thing, because if the Windex dries, you got a new streak. So just the area you're working in, you'll Windex. Yeah, wax on, wax off. So I just took the hottest shower known to man because I have been bleaching and cleaning my kitchen. I am going to go tomorrow and grocery shop and get all the things I need to make our little healthy, somewhat healthy Christmas dinner. So I did put up on my community page the ingredients you need to make the jalapeno popper dip. It's an 8x8 casserole pan, okay? 8x8 dish. You can even use like a ceramic dish, whatever you want. Like, you know, the oval ones, you can use that if you're looking for presentation. And then make sure when I go live, because that's the first thing we're going to make. So when I go live, make sure that your oven's preheated to 375. Okay? Make sure. And get the pita bread with no pocket. If you want to use pita, we're going to attempt a crispy but soft pita in the air fryer. All right? All right. So just make sure you have all that ready to go. I will put way in advance what time we're going to do the live. And I'm thinking anywhere, probably around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be 2 o'clock West Coast. That would be a good time. Everybody's probably wrapped up everything they're doing for the day, but I don't know. You can let me know if that's good for you. It's kind of what I was thinking around dinner time. And then, because I don't eat after 7 p.m., I try not to eat after 6 p.m., but if I don't go to bed till like 11 or midnight, that's a long time. You need an 8x8. 8x8 pan. Not 9x13. No, that's too big. Oh my gosh. That shower felt so good I didn't even want to get out, but I still got stuff I'm doing. I got to do I had to wait for the floor to dry in the kitchen, and then I got to do all the counters, take everything off the counters, scrub and bleach the counters, and then I got to, I'm washing all my kitchen towels. Like, I'm getting my kitchen completely ready for Christmas. Yay. Holy crap. My arms hurt. I'm over cleaning today, too. We do Christmas dinner, but I can watch the replay. Oh, well, I sent you, if you got your email, I sent you the full instructions. Rebecca, not a Becky. But everybody else gonna, like, make it with me. Why what, Toodles? I'm dehydrated. I have not had a drink of water since I finished my coffee at 7:30 a.m. So I'm pretty thirsty. I made the breakfast casserole last night. It was a hit. Is it not the best you've ever eaten? See, everybody always like, I do it with hash browns. Well, of course. This is just a different way. Add what you want, take away what you want. I'm just saying, when I made this, the family lost their mind that I had to make a second one the next morning. So anyway, because I don't like casseroles with hash browns in it. Let me tell you why. Because they're stringy. They're stringy. I'm not a big fan of hash brown casserole because the potatoes are stringy. With the tater tots, when they mix with the egg and the milk, it's almost like it tastes like tater tots, but it's got a mashed potato type of consistency. And then you got the sausage and the bacon all inside of it. It's just chef's kiss. Your aunt cleans things she's already cleaned. Listen, my husband, I have a couple stories to tell you. One is just one of those, every time a bell rings, an angel gets her wings kind of story. And then the other one is Mr. No Madness. Mr. No Madness. Okay, so here's the deal. My husband has 2 pairs of garage tennis shoes. They used to be new. They turned into garage tennis shoes, okay? So, a month ago, I bought him these stunning, just beautiful. They're black, and then they got this really cool neon green design, you know, just like, not like, hello. No, it's just like going through it. They're just so sharp, right? And I said, now listen, these are for when we go out to dinner. These are not garage shoes. All right, all right. I always get that. Like I get it, right? Yesterday, we're taking a ride in Max. Was it yesterday? Thursday. Pups had a spa day, right? And not only that, I love people's advice. You know, walk your dog on pavement. It'll trim his nails. No, I have Chihuahuas. They last a half a block. Not only that, they spend more time pissing in the grass and pissing on trees than they do walking on the sidewalk. That's not a dog you go, heel. They're squirrels on a leash, okay? There is never going to be enough walking that will keep Mr. Tig's nails filed. Period. The end. They're Chihuahuas. No dog rules apply to Chihuahuas. Everybody knows that owns a Chihuahua. Anywho, they don't scratch on cat scratch posts either. They go in and they get their nails trimmed by the professionals. Right? Okay. I trimmed Mr. Tig's nails for 7 years. No problem. I showed it on camera. Even when I was in Florida. We'd go outside. I'd set him up on a table out in the gazebo. And I would lean over him and he'd just stand there. Not anymore. He has decided I'm not his person when it comes to that. So now he's got some vet assistants that he flirts with. So it's fine. Let him flirt. Damn. Leave him alone. Gets his toenails cut. Okay, anyway. So we're riding in Max, the van. Mr. Tig's in his crate, you know, on Jaxie, right here. For fuck's sake. This one. Little winter coat on. And you got to hold him up, way up high, because he needs to assess everything around us. He's a whole thing. He side-eyes people. He side-eyes Johnny, because Johnny was driving. He side-eyes him because he wants to be on his lap, but he's driving. We don't do that. So anyway. And my husband, like, it was cold, and we had the heat on, you know, keeping us all warm. And my husband gets hot, right? And then he's like, he'll turn a knob when you're not looking. Like, say, I'm like, how you doing, Tiggs? He'll hurry up and turn the knob to the floor vents. Because he knows I get cold. But he don't. So anyway, I start going, the fuck? What's that smell? He goes, what are you talking about? I said, it smells like that resin you've been using. I hate the smell of it. I'm allergic to it. I can't stand it. He's doing a project with resin. And I hate the smell of it. I said, that smell's coming from your brand new tennis shoes. Did you resin with those tennis shoes on? Your new ones. He's looking at me like, oh, fuck. Resin is hard. You know, it's the hardener that you can be allergic to. And it can give you a headache, that kind of shit. You got to be outside doing that shit. I've done it up in the green room that was covered. I mean, the whole room was covered like an episode of Dexter. You know what I'm saying? But I had the windows open and a fan blowing out. Okay? So now that it's cold in this winter, he's got his stuff set up in the basement. And I said, no. And you have to turn the furnace off, all that shit. And I said, no, you're done. You're done, son. You're done till spring. It ain't happening. It is not happening. I will take that thing outside and I'll run it over with the car. Because I was getting a headache and I had to go outside and I opened the windows. The furnace was off and I was like not very happy. And then I took off for the whole day. Doesn't even bother him. I got a family member, as soon as the fumes of the hardener come near her, her eyes swell shut. That stuff's no joke. You have to have a respirator on, goggles, the whole 9 yards, gloves, covered. Yeah. So anyway, that's that story. He ruined the brand new shoes. The brand new shoes. So anyway, now we're going to tell the Christmas miracle. Here's a Christmas miracle story, right? So I'm sitting on the couch last night. I don't even know. I think it was dark. It probably was like 6 because it gets dark at like 4:30, let's be honest. Anyway, and I see this message come through. I was over there on the Temu, right? What other horse shit can I throw in my cart because I'm bored, right? Anyway, this like banner comes through from my Etsy store. And this person's like, it's a picture of their package, sitting on their lap. And I'm like, there's no text. And I'm like, questions, or are you just showing me it got there, right? Because then I expanded the package, went over to the order, and the person that ordered that, which is one of my subscribers, Pit Buddy. Anyway, she left me a message when she ordered it, and she said, I hope it makes its way to Canada, because it's a Canadian thing. And I'm like, oh, good, you got it. That's what this was about. 5 days. That was like a miracle in itself. Anyway, so I said, oh, yeah, you got your package. And then I just carry on with my Temu. And then I get a message a couple minutes later and says, no, nobody by this name lives here. And I said, duh. Because we're talking face cream and stuff, right? And I'm like, why would this person give me this address? But this woman isn't even a shopper in my store. She literally looked at the return that said NOmadness Boutique and went on Etsy and found me. And half y'all can't even find me on the Etsy. So anyway, that was a miracle in itself. And then to reach out, send me a picture and the message. Whoa. So I said, okay, I am going to message the person and I am going to tell them to check their address that they put in the Etsy store because a stranger has your package. So I did all that. And then she's like, okay, and let her know that I will hold it for her. And I said, okay, well, I sent the message. I'm not getting any response. Do you think if you took it to the post office that the post office would say, oh, yeah, this person, we'll just forward it? And she said, no, I don't think they would do that. I said, okay. I said, well, just, hold tight. If I hear from her, I'll let you know. And I said, you're a saint. Because some people would have just stole it. My luxurious face cream, they'd have stole it. They would have stole it. Like, for real, we know that. It's gold. It's like getting Versace perfume in the mail. Or a Dyson vacuum. You're just like, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so then the original buyer, Pit Buddy, she messaged me back and said, OMG. That's an old address. It must have been saved in Etsy, right? So she didn't even pay any attention. She was just like, yay, I'm getting the magic face cream. That kind of shit. Which, by the way, we only have a few jars left. So anyway, she goes, here's my phone number. Can you have her call me? And I'm like, absolutely. So I'm playing the referee, right? I'm all screenshot. Then I send it to the other woman. I'm like, here's her phone number. She finally got back to me. That's an old address of hers that was probably saved in Etsy. Blah, blah, blah. And then she sends me a message back and said, I just sent her a message. So I go over to the other person, Pit Buddy, and I said, hey, she just sent you a text. In case you know you're not looking at your text and you're waiting for a phone call, she sent you a text. She's like, okay. Then they got together. And you know what the crazy part was? Here's the crazy part. Here's where the Christmas spirit came to light. We need thumbs up. While I take a drink of water, I'm so thirsty. Hurry up. Thank you. Okay. And she goes, let's just put it this way. When she left that address, it was not under good circumstances. Years ago. And I said, you are meant to go back there. You are meant to go back there. There are no coincidences, and these kind of things don't happen. You're being led. Maybe you're being led to go back there, and maybe it's some source of contention when you think about it, or some kind of a stressor. Maybe you're meant to go back there. I got goosebumps. 47 and freaking fabulous. Thank you for being a Seeker member for 5 months. Yay, good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to be a part of the Seekers. New Madness, you're a great soul. Don't ever change. I'm never going to change. No matter what they say. I'll be your Lol's cow. Anyway. And I said, and I blessed your package. I always do. I don't tell you people that. I blessed your package. This is meant to be. She's meant to go back there. And maybe let go of something. That's amazing. It's amazing. I felt it head to toe. So, there was my Christmas story. They contacted each other and they have a date for her to come pick it up. I'm so excited. So, in the end, the magic face cream will go to its rightful owner. And that woman is such a good person. She wasn't someone to just take a package knowing it was from a little boutique of a handmade item meant for somebody else. Wow. Now, that's the kind of people I like to meet in real life. I even told her. I said, you are a wonderful person. You could have just took it. And trust me, I would have sent that other person a new package. Hell, I might just send this woman a package. Look what just happened there. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. I think I'm going to. Ha! Maybe I'm going to send her some of my magic face cream. Yeah. For being such a good person. I think that's what I'm going to do. I better do it on Tuesday. For real. Because, post office closed tomorrow. They're closed Monday. I think that's what I'm going to do. I am going to send her a face cream. Happy holidays, people. This is the season. Ha! That's incredible. Yeah. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to NOmadness Life. She does deserve a gift for honesty, does she not? That's what I'm going to do. Some people be like, film yourself packaging it. I don't have to. The Lord knows what I'm doing. I had a Christmas miracle this year too, Shelly. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Loopy girl. Amen. Like Paris Hilton, amen. Boy, they're really coming after that chick, aren't they? That Crystal, who obviously suffers from mental illness. But, I mean, what happened to her baby is sad. And, I don't know. But at least the baby was removed, right? And is in a happy home for like 4 years now. But hopefully they don't have ever get pregnant again. Because they do not have the wherewithal to, you know, take care of a baby. And that's sad, man. This world's crazy. Like, you can, I don't know. Sad. You just hope that, like, the state gets the children before anything happens to them, right? Which they did. It's sad. But there are people out there that do not have what it takes to nurture a child because they don't understand their needs. They have no clue. No clue. No clue. It's just a thing we say, Toodles. It's a thing that this girl says. I think it's adorable. She wants to be like Paris Hilton. Amen. Okay, so they can't even take care of themselves. Yeah. Well, I don't even know if it's about not interested in learning it. I think it's a comprehension issue. One of them can't even read or write, okay? So no, I'm not even, you know what? All I know is they shouldn't even be on the YouTubes. You know what I'm saying? Log off. Just log off. They really shouldn't. Just like Letitia. Love notes for TLC. It's a good thing she's just not on the internet anymore. Some people just shouldn't be. It's disturbing and tragedy mixed into one. So, what are today's plans? I don't know. Paris bought a kid. What are you talking about? Adopted? Is that what buying a kid is? Did she go to another country? Huh? That was pretty specific. That was pretty specific. Paris bought a kid. What the hell did that mean? She has 2 now. Okay. She had a surrogate. What's wrong with that? Maybe some people can't carry a child. Like physically. Maybe there's, you know. You guys are spelling surrogate wrong, but it's cute. There you go. Mr. J. Quinn got it right. Surrogate. A lot of people do that. There you go, Blondie. Good for you. My shoulder's everything. Who cares if she's rich? I wouldn't want that burden. It's horrible. It's got to be horrible. There you go. I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't either. Well, that's your assumption. I lost 2 babies because my body couldn't carry children. Then they had to do some intervention just so I have the 2 children I got. Bedridden. It's a personal sad journey. Well, the second child I lost because his head was deformed. My sign is crooked. There we go. So you don't know people's story. Y'all out there spreading rumors on the damn internet. Ain't got nothing better to do. You need to go out there and start ringing a bell for charity or some shit today. You lost 2. I'm sorry, Loopy. Yeah, women have struggles. Right? Anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna do today. Oh, Angel of Glass. That's sad. That's really sad. My aunt lost 8 or 9, but she never stopped trying. Thank you, Call Me Archie. I'm hoping this week she finds out she's pregnant. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a stressful thing, sitting around waiting. Right? Yeah. So anyway, let's get off that topic. It's Christmas. I'm not really looking to be sad or grieve or, cry. I'm sure plenty of people have cried over the holidays. We're not going to do it this year. And I pray for all of you that went through the same horrible losses. And I just don't mess around with kids. I don't mess around with people going through it. Everybody walks a, struggle. And the struggles are real. Did I see a lot of shit on the YouTubes during the holidays? People going after each other over Christmas wish lists and pocket watching each other. You know what? I wouldn't watch any of you. Any of you. Shame on you. You're over there watching a creator who's got a wish list for kids. I don't give a shit whose kids they are. If their supporters want to do something for them, you're over there. And then you got to put up panels and gossip. Honest to God, I've never seen anything like it. I won't watch any of you, and I won't watch any of you. You know what I say? Never argue with an idiot. Nobody will know the difference. That's called jealousy. Green-eyed. Shame on all of you. You know what? Terrible. Terrible. I mean, they do it to even older women, not my age, but older than me, that are going through it, and and they go after them. That's crazy. You will never, ever see me do a GoFundMe for anybody. And I know there's been one person that has, reached out to me. They have a channel. They can do it on their own channel. But you are not getting me to raise money for your situation, because it becomes YouTube insanity. You have to fully vet somebody before you start asking your subscribers for help. You have to know. That's why I only do children and animals. No grown-ups. No grown-ups. You see what I'm saying? You do it on your own channel. You have your own GoFundMe, you tell your own story, and quit recruiting other creators who go down in flames over it. And do not do GoFundMes or fundraisers in the name of somebody else without their permission. That's another no-no. Because in the end, they still get blamed for it, even though they had nothing to do with it. No, don't do that. That's the worst thing on YouTube. And usually it's follow the money. It's always follow the money. That's insanity. So anyway, there's that. I would never put up a Christmas wish list that I couldn't purchase the whole damn list myself. Because when some people thought it was cute, because if you didn't know this, if you put up a wish list for families with children, for just their children, I didn't put any adult stuff in there, just kids' toys. Kids' toys. I'm not getting parents anything. Anyway, anywho, so if you put up a wish list, right? As soon as people put it in their cart, Amazon shows it as purchased, like takes it off the list. So I knew I had great people that just wanted to be a part of Christmas for an autistic boy and his little sister and for Baby No Madness. Baby No Madness last Christmas for my channel because he's now adopted. He is no longer a foster baby. Okay? And we thought a couple times that he was going to be not adopted, and it was frightening. Anyway, God, I was hysterically crying. Anyway, so in an hour and a half, that list was bought out. I said, whoa. And somebody who knows the YouTube streets very well emailed me and said, because it was like 3 weeks and stuff wasn't coming to the post office. And I'm like, Amazon's never taken this long. What's going on? And then somebody sent me an email and said, I'm sorry to like literally tell you this, but people do this on YouTube. I said, what? No way. I don't believe that. So I went on my next live and said, if you are holding things in your cart to hurt children or you just can't afford them, please release those so they go back on the list. And they did. Thank you. There were some things that didn't, but I'd already written it all down, taken screenshots, so I could see what was purchased and what wasn't, and I had a full list of what was purchased and what wasn't. And you put a little check mark, right? Because I'm weird that way, like business type deal. So I grabbed all the things that went back in the cart. We're talking like $400 worth of stuff. I mean, I don't care. I'd have bought the whole list. I'm not gonna scream and yell and rage because somebody's playing games. Who cares? Play your games. You're the one that, yes, you're the one that has to feel some way about it, not me. So I bought it all. Big deal. You gonna do that next year when we do a foster home for animals? Somebody that takes in animals off the street and hopes they get adopted. If not, they got a house full of animals that they got to feed because nobody helps. There's no state program for that, right? So, Humane Society's great, but they get a lot of donations. SPCA gets donations. I'm sure they get, help from the state, but not a home. Just taking in stray cats or stray dogs and giving them a warm place to sleep. And they got to provide the litter boxes, the food, all that. Are you going to do that when we do that next Christmas? Just asking. Because I can just do this, myself. You know what I mean? I might just do it to members only. So if that makes you feel cool and awesome, you must not have kids, first of all. If you do, you've probably never, ever felt the pain of Christmas as a parent. It's once a year. But it's one thing when you go after adults that are doing GoFundMes and all this bullshit. You know what? Let their subscribers donate. Just leave them alone. Are you mad because yours won't? Or you'll just, I'm just too proud to put one up. Well, then why are you running around worrying about everybody else's? You don't know what they're going through, and it's none of your business. People got to prove they have cancer. I know. I've seen people fake it. But you know what? In the end, that universal come around thing, if you don't believe in that, it happens. And they're the ones that are living the lie. Do you know what I'm saying? But running around and people that really did have cancer and you accuse them of not, that shit's nuts. That shit's nuts. But yeah, some have been caught. It's not my job to go, expose them because I'm not going to dig into somebody's life like that. If people, you know what? It's none of our business. Leave it to the universe. Yeah, and not everybody can do $9.99 a month for a membership. That's right. So what does that tell you? That if I'm going to share my private life, I put an amount on it, do I not? Which involves situations and other people. I do free YouTube. Here we are. But people that feel entitled to my private life, well, you're going to pay $9.99, which, by the way, in the end, I get $6. But I don't know why people have a problem with that. I can just shut the whole thing down. But there are people that actually enjoy it, and they love it. That's true, Sugaroki, yeah. Sugaroki said, I used to be a CCF child, so my mom taught me to give back as an adult. Well, not only that, don't you feel better giving? I do. I feel uncomfortable when I get. Like, I love this mirror with everything in my soul. I say it every time I see it. But it still feels like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, wow. And I'm not at the gathering stage, which is why I've never, purchased myself a full-length mirror, ever. Because I can't justify it. Just like I never go get my hair done by a professional, like, color. I sit here until my shoulders and my neck ache because I can't justify it. Just sitting in a chair and letting someone else do my hair. Can't do it. I'd rather give the $100 to somebody else. So I was going to buy these 2 chairs with footstools, right? For behind my downstairs, where I bought that table. It's going to sit between them. And I may someday. But right now I can't justify it when I know there's people hurting and I need to help somebody. And so my husband goes, did you order those chairs? I go, no. Somebody needed help. And he goes, good for you. That's it. I can't justify it. No, who's coming over? Nobody. My husband goes, are we going to sit in them? I said, I don't know, maybe. The dog's going to curl up in them? Possibly. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no, it's a want, not a need. And I really don't even want them right now. Because I don't even know what I want to do with that room. I really don't care. I don't care. I know we're going to be done here soon. And that's the other thing. Maybe when I buy my retirement home, that's when it's meant to happen. I don't know. But when I don't have a feeling of, yes, this is necessary, I don't spend the money. Subs won't be included, Tammy. Says who, Tizzy Dawn? Says who? Says who? In a Christmas or my giveaway on New Year's Day? You don't know what I'm doing. I just said 12 lucky members are going to be chosen for tumblers. You don't know what I'm doing. You got no clue. Yeah, keep it in the savings. Like, listen, I want to buy my own retirement home. I don't even care if it's an RV or a friggin' mobile home down south. I just want it paid in full. I ain't playing around like that when I retire. I don't want a mortgage till I'm 90. Oh, a Christmas wish list on members only. I'm just bouncing that around. For the foster animals, I'm just bouncing it around. I just have no idea how ugly it gets at Christmas time on YouTube until this year. And it really, really took me back. I've never had a problem for 7 years helping families out until this year. But then again, nobody knew my channel existed. So there was that. It is the most wonderful time of the year. And look at everybody fighting on the YouTubes. My hubby's making the jalapeno dip for my birthday tonight. Yay! You're paying off your house in February? Good for you. I'm thinking I may want to go. I don't know. I don't want all the maintenance of like a beautiful fifth wheel with like 5 or 4 slide outs, right? Then we can move from area to area. Like, I love that idea. But the maintenance on I seen people struggle in the RV resorts because they can't get on the roof and they can't do this. And I'm like, I don't want that kind of, no. I don't want that kind of maintenance. It's so much maintenance. Anyway, it is a hard time of the year for a lot of people, and people are going to be snippy. People are, even me, people are going to be snippy. People are going to, just have little whatevers. But that's because it's a very hard time of the year. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. Like, if you've got a kid out there in the military, it's a hard time of year. If you have lost anybody around this time of year, or even just lost anyone this year, last year, or during COVID, it's a hard time. Because this is when family gathers. This is when you feel a spirituality. Some people aren't feeling it. You did not even tell me I had this going on. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's going to be a little touchy, but don't do extra, okay? Just, you know what I'm saying? Let's just try to quit canceling people on YouTube and quit. Oh my God, money makes people nuts. Honest to God. It just does. Yeah, hurting others isn't going to make your pain go away. But also understand, it's just a touchy time of year. Okay? I could cry right now. Period. The end. Okay? So, shh. No, bedazzling, no. I knew you were in a situation. I knew you had, the wherewithal on YouTube to handle it. I've said it many times on my channel. I am not raising money for adults. Unfortunately, you can't on YouTube because YouTube, you just can't. You just can't. I still have to find a gift for my sister and dad. I had to take from my savings. Yeah. Well, I'm not buying gifts for grown-ups this year. And I didn't have any, no. In fact, ever since little kids came to play in our family, we don't buy for grown-ups. We just don't. My husband and I, we really don't buy for each other. I mean, he surprised me with the backgammon set, which he still hasn't sat down and played with me. It's because he's ADD, and I have to teach him. So, he's got I said, here's the deal. Why don't you just, watch a video on how to play it, and then you'll be ready, and we can just open the box and let's go. You know what I mean? Me trying to explain it to you, you're going to lose interest and you're going to piss off. I already know how it works with him, and I have patience for him. I'd rather laugh than cry this season, too. Thank you very much. So, yeah, I'm trying to figure out something that... I'm just trying to figure out something, okay? I do love to give. I've got moderators that have been with me for years. I've got members. I've got subscribers. I'm one person. So I do try to think of what I can do that wouldn't wipe me out. I was going to get my a family member a charcuterie board for their birthday this year because they're always doing these get-togethers, and I think that would be kind of cool. That'd be a cool gift. So I'm thinking about that, but it's for a birthday, not Christmas. Yeah, everybody has got their own struggles in life, and we don't need to air them all over the damn internet and trauma dump on each other. Let's just try to, have fun together. I mean, of course, per usual, this live stream went all the way in a different direction. And it's fine. It's fine. It's just that time of year where you expect to be there for people. There you go, Bobby Blue Eyes. That's great. That's a great idea. That's why for all these years I didn't have grandkids. I did for kids that their families were going through it. And we had one mishap in Florida because the school got involved and ruined these kids' Christmas that I put their names on their packages and specifically bought their shoe size and clothes size and all that. Oh my God. And then the school, because of their mother not getting them to school, they put it on the kids that it was their fault that they took the gifts I brought and gave them to other kids. Do you know how sick I was that they punished the children whose mother wasn't getting them to school? She didn't care. Nope. They're going to learn. I go, yeah, they're going to learn. They got nobody. So I quit doing that. I started vetting. I started finding out about people through other people, like people I trust. And so it's been going fine ever since. But that was horrible. That was my first experience doing it. And was it my first or my second? My second experience. Yeah, that's me and Mr. NOmadness just hang out. You know what? We can get whatever we want during the year. I don't need proof of love. I don't need, I was thinking of you. Even though he did get me a backgammon set. And I always buy him stuff every time I leave the house. Well, he needs this. You know what I got him now? I got him this USB. Listen, this man, I have spent the better part of winter trying to figure out how to keep his feet warm. Right? Because his medication, it makes him cold. His feet cold. And then again, you're talking 6 foot from the heater to the vent, right? His head to his feet. So his feet always are cold. I have bought him the freaking warmest slippers in the world. And here's some socks, here's some slippers. Put these on. Still, no, it's a circulation thing. I'm sure he's old. Anyway, so here's what I got him. I didn't get him slippers that heat up because his feet are huge. It's impossible. So I got this thing and it's kind of like, it's like this wide and then it's curved like this and it's all soft and the bottom's soft and you slide your feet into it where it covers your feet and it heats up. Ha! Problem solved. I'm going to keep that thing right next to his recliner down there on the bottom shelf. Right? That's what I'm going to do. Where did Tizzy go? Did Tizzy leave? Huh? That's why you can't put one, like, short sentence, like nobody can afford, some people can't afford members only. And then I read it and I'm like, sort of defensive. You have to like literally write something out. Probably should just, you got a cane Corso puppy? I'm going to send Tizzy Dawn an apology because I thought she was just telling people or telling me about myself. But then again, it's the holidays, so we're going to take things different. I always do. Sometimes I do. It's because of the way it's worded in the chat. And it makes me like I'm not doing good enough or some shit. I don't know. When my channel, you have no idea how many times a day I'm told about myself with the whole YouTubes. Tizzy, come back. Any kind of fool can't see I was wrong. Text-based talking is hard at times. Absolutely. Especially when it's like 4 words. My heart is incredible. Unfortunately, it's like I read things every 10th text and I have no idea. It literally has to be addressed to me. I love when people go at NOmadness Life, so I know they're talking to me. I know, and I love Tizzy Dawn. And I know, like, sometimes when I cover certain things, she says, I'm out. And I get it, but I can't change my channel. I just can't. I can't do the fake everything is great channel. I can't do it. There's a lot of things going on in the world. Some things need to be called out. Some darkness needs to be brought to light. It is what it is. But when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tizzy Dawn. When you said that, I thought you were like saying something about what I charge for my personal life. And I've had many people complain to me. I'm like, sorry. I mean, there's a lot of channels that you just are green and they don't do anything for you for $1.99. Okay. Why are you charging $1.99? You're not even doing anything for them. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have a members only if I didn't create a Patreon out of it. And that's what I did. Instead of Patreon, I created a members only Patreon. It was just easier because it's through YouTube. I don't have to go somewhere else. So I shut down the Patreon and brought it over to members only. That's all I did. There are videos from years and new stuff and members only lives, which I like doing those. And that way people can come forward and they don't feel like they're going to be vilified in my chat. Good for them. I have silent watchers, that are grateful I have members only. Well, yeah, and then, some people are telling me it's not fair that members only are going to be chosen for these new tumblers. What? I have 7,000 subscribers. What do you want me to do? What? So yeah, I'm doing a special Tumblr for 12 lucky members. I even cleared it with my husband first and said, listen, I'm investing the memberships back into the members, which I've done forever. Jessica Moore handbags, diamond jewelry. I've done it forever. Because I appreciate them for being a part of my private life. Now, my public YouTube, yeah, I've done plenty. I've also heard about it. Oh my God. Even when I've done giveaways on YouTube. Follow the gifts, follow the money. They've said, you're not allowed to do that. It's against terms of service. It's against terms of service to do giveaways. No, it ain't. It's against terms of service to do contests and raffles. I had to go and show a video to prove it before I got all these people coming after my channel. It's unbelievable. You can't even do kind stuff on here. People are angry about it because they're pocket watching. Even doing a giveaway to subscribers is some sort of a threat to them. What? Because their subscribers are going to say, you don't do that for us. See, that's what I'm talking about. They're trying to ball us all into one. And because everybody kind of floats around in chats, they have their favorite people, they're allowed to. They're allowed to go watch whatever the hell they want, go into comment sections, say hey, except me. People don't like you, NOmadness. So I don't even go into chats anymore. Because that's what this has become. They don't want you there. They want you to go away. Fine. I'm not welcome. Cool. I'm devastated. It's just a group of, I don't know. So it is what it is. I don't care. I don't need to be significant in your chat. I don't need to support you. I'll just do it silently because people in your chat don't like me. Okay. Wow, what a way to run a channel. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, it's fine. There's people in my chat that don't like when your mama comes in and says hi. I don't care if he comes in and says hi. I don't care if any of them come in and say hi. Even Chantal. Don't care. We're not going to attack you. There's some people that might tell you about yourself, especially if you shit on them. It's fine. Shannon and your mama have gone at it in my chat. I don't care. They got beef. They're grown-ups. And I've told people, quit telling people to leave my chat. All you got to do is click their name and click black. So you can't see what they say. Not me. Because I don't care. I find it entertaining as hell when they come in here. And they run around saying, No Madness blocks everybody. I don't block anybody. You ever watch me? You're done. You're done. You think I would do that on a consistent basis if that was something I do? Half the time, I don't even know they're in here. Somebody just like, hey, yo mama, cuck. You know what I mean? They go at it. I'm donating the Jessica Moore bag I won to a teen for Christmas this year. I ended up never using it. Good for you. Yes, pay it forward. Yes. You might enjoy the audiobook here on YouTube, The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I've heard about that, Pickled Frog, but I live it, so, but that'd be fun. I think I will listen to it. The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Then I get vilified for not giving a fuck. Make up your mind. They're like, you don't care about YouTube. No, I don't care about the bullshit I just talked about on YouTube. Pocket watching, accusing people of not struggling and putting them on the brink of a depression so deep. I can't. I'd forget that. I ain't part of it. And if everybody wants to run around and they want, like, I've seen people, let's put it this way. I've seen people that have been in my chat, in other chats, that have nothing to even do with Girl World. Good for you. I am too, but I don't go in their chats. Like, I'll watch interrogations, I'll watch all kinds of crazy shit. I listened to an 8-hour interrogation. 8 hours. I listened to it. Of course, I ran around, did all kinds of stuff. I had to change out my AirPods. I don't even know. I had one in, it would go dead, put the other one in. All right, probably did that 3 times. I have never been so blown away at this 8-hour interrogation of a crime that happened 16 years ago. This guy wasn't even the number one person. It was a cold case. This wasn't even the number one person that they wanted to question. He was like 6th on the list. If I can ever. I mean, I'm glad he just sang like a bird eventually, but holy crap. That was probably the most interesting interrogation I've ever seen. Listen, I'm into the way the interrogators work. That's what I love about it. It's way more complex than Girl World. So I like to challenge my brain. Like, here's what he's going to do next. Why isn't this guy asking for an attorney by now? I mean, I like to work this shit in my head. I don't listen to panels of women just going after each other because of, I don't even know what it is. Jealousy of life, jealousy of accomplishment, or I don't get what it is. I really don't know. I really don't know. I wasn't born with a silver spoon, went through it my whole life, figured out the right way to do it, and did it right. It don't make me any better. Just makes me experienced. Yeah, could be low self-esteem. Could be mad at themselves, taking it out on you. Oh, shut the fuck up, no madness. That kind of stuff. Or take what you want and leave the rest. How about that? Take what you want. Don't they teach you that when you go, listen, I went to Al-Anon. Some of it I hated, but even if it's one sentence that makes you go, ah. That's all it is. But you don't have to shit on everything. That just says more about you. You know what I mean? And that's what they're doing. They're all shitting on each other. It's the holidays. Damn. It's almost like it's amped up. Perhaps. My life hasn't worked out the way I envisioned it, but I thank God every day for what I have. Every day. And that's my health and the health of my family at this point. Oh my gosh, so this interrogation, let's talk about it. I ain't talking about these damn YouTubers running around just trying to hurt each other's channels and destroy Christmas for people, or people that are like really going through it. I'm no. So anyway, this thing was 8 hours. It was on number 8 MC. That's what the channel name is, 8MC. Is it Interrogations or Investigations? I think it's Interrogations. 8MC. Could be Investigations. Anyway, I found them over the week, or during the week, and I was like, 8 hours? Awesome. I've got to run here, run there, do this, wash my car, go grocery shopping. I'm going to be gone for a long time. So I popped it in, put it in, crystal clear audio. I can appreciate that. It's so hard to get these recorded interrogations to have a crisp audio. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this channel really does produce some good ones, okay? Long ones. So, you know, if you're doing something, you get to listen to the whole thing. I love that. Anyway, so, I don't know if you're all going to listen to 16 hours, but this guy, I was blown away. How this interrogator, because they live in an area like, you know, like, you can call it Bible thumping, call it whatever you want, but they believe in the truth shall set you free. They believe in that. That's how they're born and raised. And they may go astray, but in the end, it's a solid core belief. Right? Me too, Mississippi. I love watching interrogation videos. Anyway, so the whole thing was just, wow. This interrogator, man, I'll tell you. And after the guy, I mean, they had nothing. They had nothing. But you know how they'll lie to you a little bit? Or this one, this was like covert, okay? Because he goes, you know whose truck this is? And he's like, yeah, it's mine. And he goes, did you know we can pull hair fibers and DNA out of vehicles years? It just preserves itself. You can't ever get rid of that kind of evidence. That's all he had to say. Like, he goes, so do you want to know why I brought you in here? And I'm like, right there, like, there was only one guy in there, one interrogator. And I'm like, there's no body language guy in there. There's no good cop, bad cop shit. So I'm like, and this guy's good. He's good. He sat through, let's just say, probably 6.5 hours. Of this guy talking about all the sports he played in school. And at 16, I was over at Grandpa's house helping Grandpa. He went through 6.5 hours of this, and he never got angry, frustrated. He just let him sing just about everything. Everything just made him look like a great grandson, brother, son. It was crazy. And I'm all, well, you know, he's 6th on the list. You know, he just all about, you know, life. Yeah, 6.5 hours. And I was right there with him. I'm like, because I wanted to feel it all out, right? And not only did this guy do it, it wasn't the only one. And then the interrogator goes, you know, good job. Good job. Do you feel better? Like you just let all this go? Or are there others? He's like, oh, I can tell by the look on your face. There's others. He goes, well, we've already, you know, done the 200-meter run. Might as well go for the full 800. I'm sitting here going, not only, wow, this guy's good. How Fireflies is home from the hospital just in time for Christmas Day. God bless you. But I'm always looking. Listen, I am Crime Circus, Red Dot, Blue Dot, red crime, blue crime. I listen to every single one because I'd rather listen to that and hone in on the skills of these, because human behavior, that's usually what I'm watching. I ain't watching what you look like. It's the lies you're telling. It's the hypocrisy you are. Isn't that what Salah said? Hypocrisy you are. Right. That. Stuff like that. I'm always watching human behavior. Body language. I love that. I love learning about the body language. And that's what I was saying, you know. The silly stuff, the false outrages, the trauma dumping, and the hate, the like hating each other, that's just mob mentality, or that's just a creator trying to, I don't know, just use you as a therapist, and then in the end, because they can't outwit a therapist, right? So they can outwit you. That's weird, but I love watching it. Chantal, Amberlynn Reed. I'm sure there's a few others. Or they try to catch you in a bear trap that they make up, right? So you look like you belong in that category, like a lulz cow. You see that? You see that? I'm a perfectionist. Skadoot. I'm just saying, they try to compare you. And I don't even play ball like that. I got rid of my TikTok. All of it. TikTok is just tinfoil hat wearing made up gossip. And they go after each other worse than YouTube. I find YouTube to probably be the most credible of all the social medias. And Twitch. I'm on Twitch too. I haven't done anything with that. That's just a just in case you ever needed to find me. You know what I mean? Because Chantal or somebody decides they're in a bad mood and put me on vacation for a week. See, there it is. But here's what you do. You part your hair down the middle, which I did. Comb it here. Tuck it behind your ear. It doesn't matter how long your hair is. You can do a perfect haircut. You can use a comb. Okay, and you're going to make it all smooth behind the ear because you don't want the hump in the haircut. You're going to bring it all the way down where your fingers are. And I found a piece that was just not, sorry, I got to do it over my desk. Acceptable. You see, it wasn't straight. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Keep it flat against, your fingers flat against your shirt. And then when you pull it out from behind the ear, you'll have a good cut. And then when you push it back, it will all be even in the back. You're welcome. Just saved you $30 probably. Behind the ear, smooth. I could teach you how to do layers too, but there's a lot of science. Well, let's just say there's a lot of parameters when it comes to layers. How thick your hair is, how thin your hair is. Is your hair curly? Is your hair bone straight? I just gotta make sure this one's smooth too. There was just just a couple wild hairs. There you go. So anyway, I'm a perfectionist, so it was bugging me that I seen that little piece because I may not have had it parted right. But there we go. We're good. So anyway, yeah, when you're going to do layers, it's a whole different ballgame. My hair is fine. I don't like layers in it. I like it to look thick. I'm letting it air dry as we speak. But I generally do slither layers through my hair, which means when I take a section, okay, I hold it straight out. I don't pull it up and cut it off. If you got fine hair, do not let people cut your hair like that. But you got to go to a better salon. Can we be honest? If you're going to a coupon salon, that's all they know. They know how to pull it up like beauty school and cut it off. You're going to have all these layers and it looks horrible. I see it every day out in public. It's really sad. But anyway, I'm not going to stop and cut everybody's hair in the parking lot. So anyway, to get the steps out. Anyway, so my hair's fine, right? Even if it's thick. But it's fine. Fine is like, it feels like a feather, not coarse. See, like a feather, you can see it. It doesn't matter how much of it you have, it's still fine. But anyway, you'll pull it straight out, okay? And what you'll do is, you'll take your shears, and you're gonna take them not up here, you're gonna take them about cheek level, and you're just gonna slide them down till the end. And what it does is creates bounce and layers without seeing them. And you got to do it around the whole head. So it's a whole thing. But that's slither layering. And it's very beautiful. When you go to like style it, you get a lot of movement instead of just a straight curtain. Now, I already automatically have some layers on here from pulling it up. So I never worry about that. And I like slither layered hair. It's cute, but I don't blow dry mine with a round brush or style it every day. So there's that. And you have to have very nice shears. This is a tension. It tightens up the tension. So, and it did have the pinky grip. So, and the way you hold them is, it's the thumb and the fourth finger, and the pinky sits right on top of that for guidance. Keep it guided, right? Okay. So basically, you take the pinky end, and you're going to hold it up, and then you're going to drop it. That's too tight. You want it to drop about right here on its own. Not completely touching, but you want it to do that on its own. So you'll go in. You got to get a tool, because I got to get a tool to do it. Loosen this up, and then they will drop down and stop before here. You don't want them slamming down. You don't want them this tight either. But anyway, it's a whole thing. I have like 7 pairs. I just recently gave a couple members of my family a pair of shears, and I taught them how to cut their extensions and their own hair. But, it's experience. It's not being a know-it-all. I do try to help people with some experience, but I don't know. Some people don't want it. Then don't come over here, because we do a lot of that over here, and you're not going to like it. Go back over to where you were and just talk your shit. We like to do many things on this channel. I'm not just a Chantel reaction channel. In fact, I'm hoping for the glow up. I really am. I'm like, she's going to do it. I am. But I hate her lies, and I hate her bullshit. And I hate the way she treated her animals for just to, whatever. Don't care. Fuck it. It's over. I ain't going to keep dragging her through the mud. Only when she brings it up. Do I believe she went to the ER? Don't really care. It's her content. It's her content. Maybe they do things different in Canada. Maybe they let you go home with a sugar that high. They wouldn't here. Because if anything happened to you after 2 doses of insulin and your sugar bottomed out, they would be held liable for not keeping you overnight. They just don't do that here. So I don't know what they do in Canada, but I know they wouldn't do it here. In fact, my dad was getting ready to be released from the hospital, and they gave him insulin, and his sugar bottomed out. They didn't give him a muffin and a juice. Well, they gave him juice, but orange juice. But they had to keep him for a whole nother night. That's what they do here. Nobody wants to be held liable for discharging a patient who they've may or may not have given too high a dose of insulin. It's not how they do it here. But I don't know how they do it there. So I can't judge. I wouldn't. I'm not a medical professional. I just know what happened to my dad. And then he was all dressed to go home. And they had to keep him. Actually, it's happened twice. Because he wasn't on insulin. He was on metformin. But if you didn't know, in the United States of America, they will not give you metformin in the hospital. They only treat diabetes. This is through experience with my own family member. They only give you insulin in the hospital. It's so bizarre. Like, you're grown. Why can't you bring your metformin in? Especially if you're not on insulin. I don't get it, but that's the way they do it. Well, that's the other thing. Like, you have to sign. Like, if you're going to give out this information as a story, foodie, and you went against medical advice, it's called AMA, and you have to sign a form, which prevents lawsuits. You have to sign a form that they told you needed to stay and you refused. You need to add that to your story, because that means you're putting out, like, making that place look bad. Because there are people out there that know what they're talking about. And that is a big, important part of your story. You know what I'm saying? That's an important part of your story. If you were in observation, that means you needed to be observed. What, you were getting hungry and you wanted to go, get my sugar down so I can go mukbang. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't put those stories out there. You have to say, yes, they wanted me to stay, but I signed an AMA. That's all you got to do. A little footnote. Because your story doesn't add up to the way they do things. And that's to protect themselves from people like you who walk out the door, sugar drops, and poof, you're laid out. Now they're coming with gurneys and stuff. I really can't suggest any shears. You just go to Sally's. They have professional shears. I can't because I've been out of it I haven't been professionally cutting hair for 7 years now. Yeah, it's crazy. That's the thing I don't like is when you know somebody's telling a story that doesn't add up to, and then it becomes misinformation, right? We try not to do that on the YouTubes to get you in trouble. When it becomes misinformation, that's a no-no on the YouTubes. So if you're saying, that a hospital in Ottawa did all that and then set you free, that ain't going to look good. You need to go into more detail. Did you go against the meadow? Did you sign a form? Or did they just let you go? You still have your shears from beauty school? Are they the ones that say ice on them? On the shears? I used to know all the good brands. Which one was this? Oh, Kusaka. The Q with the S. These are Japanese. And they make a great shear. This is the A950 Osaka. I don't even know if they sell them anymore. They sell them, I like 4 and 5 inch blade, but I don't like anything bigger or smaller than that. If you eat a buffet for 4 and then a big Turk with a shit-eating smirk, right? Yeah. People are saying Salam may not have been able to get a hold of her for 12 hours. And this is the story why. Could you imagine? What if she was over there with the green bean and Lachine? No, I'm just kidding, foodie. Stop. Oh, God, I already got to go deal with YouTube because I said that. But hey, could you imagine? She's off with her trotters and he's trying to find her. Oh, sorry. Because I'm like, man, she would have been. I I just feel like she would have been filming some stuff in that room. Or even in the elevator when she was stuck. What a great video that would have made instead of a story. Lock Dog's like, that's what's happening. End of. You've called it out. There it is. Oh my God. That's it. ER doesn't stand for ego resort. Okay, don't you think she would have filmed herself stuck in an elevator that always have panic buttons and they have phones in them, right? Emergency phones. Because you can't take a chance in a hospital parking lot of a patient. I have so many questions. So you're going to tell me you parked on the 5th floor and took an elevator down to the hospital 1st floor while you were dizzy and your sugar was out of control. Some just ain't adding up to her stories. I mean, we're trying to go, huh? Wouldn't you just pull right up in front of the emergency room doors and park and go in? Ask for a wheelchair? Something? Why were you driving dizzy? Where's your family? Something. I don't know. When I seen it broke down from all angles, I'm like, dang. The elevator story was mad. Or bad, yeah, bad. She didn't even contact anyone to warn about a broken elevator. Egotistical Dimpleton. More or less. More or less or other, that was a good one. I'm going to put on some hairs. I should probably go and get my stuff done. This looks like little hairs. I love this. Temu. Look at that. And it still looks like hair. I never understood, like, when you do powders. See, I'm making hairs. When you do powders, they look weird. Like a marker. No, like a shadow. That's weird. We're just going to put in hairs. And these are waterproof. You can rub your eyebrows all day and it will not come off. You have to use your facial cleanser. I love this. This is from Temu. This one's called From Sweet Mint. This one's from Sweet Mint. I use it for the eyebrows. But the waterproof one is, okay, Sweet Mint. And there's Bobolini. I mean, look at them all. They all look the same. They just have different names. Want to know why? It's kind of like you can buy, let's just say, you could buy Spartan applesauce and you can buy Mott's and you can, you know what I'm saying? And they're coming off the same belt on opposite sides of the same machine. Okay? So when they, like, you can order the Bye Bye Eye It Cosmetic off of Temu. You can order Topics hair fibers off of Temu with their name. So I'm just saying, look around. You know what, Scott? I wanted to test out. They're identical to the AirPods. The AirPod Pro 3. Identical. Now, we already know a lot of things are made over there, right? I am going to order them and see. I'm going to. The eyebrows, yeah, they look so good when you do that. You're looking at a 70-inch screen? All right. See that? You're just drawing the hairs in there to fill it in. You ain't trying to reinvent the wheel. Anyway, I got to go. I got stuff to do. I'm telling you, I still have laundry going on. I got the counters to do in the kitchen. I'm getting everything ready for Monday. And I will let you know way in advance on Christmas Day. And please go to my community page, buy all the ingredients, and let's make the jalapeno popper dip together. Get our aprons on. Get our hair pulled up. Put on a fresh t-shirt. Don't be gross. Can't stand gross. Wash your hands good. Let's do it together. Let's have some fun. And we're not going to have any attitude. We're going to really try on Christmas Day, people. We're going to be grateful and thankful, and we are going to celebrate the birth of Jesus, and we're all going to cook together and have some laughs. Laughs, I say, because I've never made this popper dip. And we got other things on the menu. It's going to be a healthy Christmas, not full of sodium and greasy food and fat and a little bit of fat. We got to have a little fat. All right, you guys have a great day. I love y'all. Sorry, Tizzy, I love you. Bye, guys.